Good morning, students. Welcome to ABN and PRR College online classes. Let us discuss the new task is that increasing sequence. Which sequence is said to be increasing? You want to say SN is an increasing sequence. Upper arrow indicates increasing. It is nothing to say that all the terms of the sequence are in the order like this. Sn is less than or equal to Sn plus 1 and so on. That means smaller terms are lesser than bigger terms. That means if we find the condition is that Sn is less than or equal to Sn plus 1, then we can confirm that the given sequence Sn is increasing. For example, if you consider Sn as n square, then what is Sn here? N square. The next term of this sequence is by replacing n by n plus 1, we have n plus 1 whole square. We know that n square is less than n plus 1 whole square, which means that nth term of the sequence is less than or equal less than Sn plus 1 for every n. So such condition occurs here. Therefore, sequence Sn is strictly increasing, not only increasing. This is strictly increasing because here only less than or equal to is nil here. That means our sequence is strictly increasing sequence. Coming to the decreasing one, next definition of the sequence is decreasing sequence. What is a decreasing sequence? You want to say that Sn is a decreasing sequence. Lower arrow indicates decreasing notation. The terms relation is like this. First term is more than second term is more than third term, and so on. It is more than nth term. Nth term is more than n plus 1th term, and so on. Which means smaller terms are bigger than biggest terms. Such relation occurs, we can confirm that the sequence is decreasing. For example, if you consider sequence Sn as 1 by n, then what is Sn here? 1 by n. Next term of the sequence is Sn plus 1. That means 1 by n plus 1. We know that for every integer, n is less than n plus 1. For every positive integer, this relation occurs. Reciprocal in this, 1 by n is more than 1 by n plus 1. What is 1 by n? It is Sn is more than Sn plus 1. This is Sn plus 1. That's why here our sequence 1 by n is strictly decreasing. Okay. Now coming to the third definition. What is the third definition? Is nothing but monotone sequence. Monotone sequence. Which sequence is going to say a monotone sequence? A sequence either increasing or decreasing is called a monotone sequence. ఎలాంటి సీక్వెన్స్ని మనం మోనోటోన్ సీక్వెన్స్ అనాలండి. ఆ సీక్వెన్స్ అయితే ఇంక్రీజింగ్ అవ్వాలి లేదా డిక్రీజింగ్ అవ్వాలి, రెండో అవ్వదండి, ఏదో ఒకటే అవుతుంది. దట్ మీన్స్ దట్ మోనోటోన్ సీక్వెన్స్ నెవర్ బి ఆసిలేట్. ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్, ఇఫ్ యూ కన్సిడర్ Sn ఈజ్ ఈక్వల్ టు -1 హోల్ పవర్ n, the sequence terms are -1 plus 1 -1 plus 1 and so on. Here the terms like this: S1 is less than S2, S2 is more than S3, S3 is less than S4. You observe that the relation is in disorder. That's why this sequence is oscillating in between, especially in between 1 and -1. That means it is an oscillating sequence, which means that our monotone sequence never be oscillates. From the above examples, Sn is equal to 1 by n. Sn is equal to 1 by n is a monotone sequence. Sn is equal to n square is also a monotone sequence. That means the term monotone merges two definition, that is either increasing or decreasing. ఈ రెండు పదాలకి కూడా ఇంక్రీజింగ్ డిక్రీజింగ్ అనకుండా సింపుల్గా we can call them as monotone sequences. Okay, thank you.